No, you got to get your vaccine. Sorry, Tim. What if it makes him grow too much facial hair and he loses his twinkish? No more Dune 2 for you. No. You're gonna have to go into that like Leonardo DiCaprio thing where you just hid from everyone and said, "Look, I'm older now. Look at my goatee. See, I'm a man." It's a weird thing about girls. Like, girls like find like guys like really, really. Well, I'll explain. So, T-Sham is that his thing? T-Sham. T-Sham is his nickname. So Dune, right? Dennis Villeneuve's Dune. Let's talk about that. I'm sure that T-Sham was not Dennis's first pick. Studio's pick. Got to make do. Not a fan of the film. I saw a lot of promise, a lot of potential. I'm just checking on my food because I really am hungry. I haven't eaten all day. 24 minutes away. This is interesting. Huh. Okay. I'm just going to watch it. So, this is the thing I have about this film. Simulcast on HBO Max, which is ironic because if you want everyone to be vaxxed, right? But then the studios, the corporate America knows that some people aren't going to go to theaters because they don't want exposure or they don't want to be subjected to a vaccine like card thing. So they simulcast the thing on HBO Max to guarantee their profits, which undermines the whole purpose of the vaccine, the progressive movement, which is very like aligned with Hollywood's, progressive nature of appeasing that end. And yet at the same time, they've surreptitiously allowed people to watch and stream the movie at home without having to be forced into this like obligatory by nature of this convenience vaccine mandate. No, that sounds a little convoluted and somewhat off, but no, I think that's weird. They should make people come back to the movies. If anything, you're killing the movie theaters by doing the simulcast. I think under the circumstances, given how much AMC and others have struggled, the studio should band together with the movie theaters in this time and promote them and support them in unison. Maybe not in the future, but now. That should be a symbiotic relationship. So I think that's unfortunate. That's just how I feel about that. But, yeah, T-Sham. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. He just doesn't come across as like, he's not making this thing like a movie. It's Rebecca. It's his mom is carrying as the power figure. He is this inept, like bungler, quiet, and like incoherent, like I have visions and like people are like, hey man, stop dreaming all the fucking time. You almost got killed by a giant worm. What's wrong with you? Just is like, I saw the future. What does it say? I don't know. You fucking idiot. His mom, Rebecca Ferguson, has this cool voice she does. She's like, and you will go to the grocery store and buy me a Hello Top mint chocolate chip ice cream box. And the person has to do it because they're like, that voice scares the shit out of me. So they go do that for her. And then she gets to stay on her ketogenic diet. Timothée Chalamet doesn't really exemplify any of the characteristics of a leading man in the movie. He doesn't exemplify the Luke Skywalker like character arc, which I know they're trying to go for. It's like his personality juxtaposed with like how awkward he is doesn't suggest that he has the able-bodiedness of this warrior, which is shown in different parts of the movie that is just not congruent with his like, I don't know. He's just not confident. It doesn't make sense. Luke Skywalker's like abilities with his lightsaber were like balanced with his character arc of his confidence, building from that, learning the Force from Yoda. You know, like
you will learn the trans ways and marry Caitlyn Jenner. That is the prophecy.
So it's just like, you know, it doesn't work. It's like the movie. It's like they're trying to fit him in to a storyline without realizing after the fact that like they filmed it and like, oh shit, this doesn't work. But too bad. Like it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's all about her. That Stellan Skarsgård's excellent as Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. That's another thing. That's another thing about the movie that doesn't make any sense. They have this treaty of like By the way, the Stellan Skarsgård as the Vladimir Harkonnen guy is like this creepy gelatinous Jabba the Hutt that floats. Like this. That's what like makes him scary. Like that's cool. But if Jabba the Hutt did that in Star Wars, we wouldn't even need fucking Dune, this post-apocalyptic, like, intergalactic war theme bullshit. It's like, we've seen the desert and space and shit before. We don't need this shit. Worms flying, that's fucking, like, Beetlejuice shit. We don't need that. I mean, like, we've got it. We got to figure it out. But, like, she's the lead, not him. She carries the movie, in my opinion. And then like the whole movie's like 4 different people. Like it's like T-Sham is for the teeny bopper thing. Like Jason Momoa is like for the rock people. And you know people like the rock, like the muscle. Yeah, I'm all about action movies still. Jason Momoa's a badass. But like Jason Momoa without facial hair, is he like even close to as attractive as he usually is? Like I don't think. Like look at that. My homosexual brethren, what do you think? Ladies, thoughts? Comment down below. Talk amongst yourselves in the comment section. It helps the algo. Let's push this shit. DWA, baby. Let's make us rock. I want to be up there. I want Spotify to give me I'll tell you what. If Spotify gives me $5 million, I will give $1 million away to the first 100 subscribers. Each of you will get, how does that work? $10,000. I will give it to all first 100. Each of you gets $10,000 if you subscribe to my Patreon for the extra content. Go to the BenBen Patreon.com. I will give you $10,000 each. If I ever become successful enough on this show to where Spotify gives me a contract, or anyone like Spotify, like if George Soros' network decides to buy my show, like we have to stop him. He's gone too far. He's getting too big. We must. He Harkonnens it. He's like, I am the Austrian Harkonnen. And he floats to me and he says, I will give you women and lots and lots of them. What do they call that shit? Like sparkle? What was this shit in that fucking Dune movie? Sparkle? Sparkle? Well, what is the shit? That's like the dust? Pixie dust? What is the shit in the fucking Dune? They're like, oh, what is the dust? It dust, sparkle, mist, cum. What is it? What is the thing that like they're fighting over? Yeah, that's the thing. I forgot. The dust, Dune, Dune commodity. Dune commodity. It's called spice. Whatever it's fucking like sand or something. I don't know. It like allows you to go like intergalactic travel or something in the spaceships. This is what I understand. You are like the Timothée Chalamet family. You're like you're like semi-royalty, whatever bullshit. Okay, and you make a deal with your arch enemy, the Harkonnen people, to like a truce, and then you don't like worry that could backfire. You have no protection for yourself, and these people just come in and take your shit and like kill your husband and. That could have happened without the truce. It's like they did it surreptitiously. It wasn't a Trojan horse like we come to bring you like some falafel and eggs. It was like, no, they came in the dark, in the night, and they killed everyone. Like, that doesn't follow the storyline. It makes no sense. What was the point of the truce in the beginning? Why did that happen? Why did they need each other? Why was the grandmother working with who was like made Timothée Chalamet and put him in like that box, his hand in the box, like in like Roman Holiday. Why? Shit, I feel like I have to. This person's close-ish. Shit. They're 10 minutes away. I'll call. I feel like they're not going to know how to get here. I have to tell them what to do. So I'm going to pause it when they're closer. Watch it 6 minutes. The movie story doesn't make any sense. It makes I know it's like part 1, but I'm like, yeah, $40 million off the weekend on a COVID weekend, like, post-COVID-ish, but not really, because Fauci says it's still COVID. We'll talk about him in a second. Jesus. But like, yeah, man, like, what is the deal? Like, it just like Dennis Villeneuve is like he got the script. It was not he didn't write this shit. It's adapted. I hope he didn't write it or adapt it from like the books because it's just like off. There's got to be so much more. So Jason Momoa is for the rock fans. Rebecca Ferguson is for the British Judi Dench acolytes and pro female empowerment movement, trans or otherwise. What's the difference? T. Shem and Zendaya are the skew morphological, like teeny pop draw, like Brangelina, right? I know Tom Holland is dating Zendaya, but like it gives you this like sense of drama. Like, what if maybe they hooked up on set and she's cheating on Tom? Ooh, and for some reason, young girls of a certain age like, I don't know, they go to find young boys like just that are inept and clumsy and have no skills, like the hierarchy of sexual satisfaction. Like they're the Chads. But then it ends immediately. As soon as they have sex, they realize they have like a penis like about this thick. And it's just like, because Chalamet's not packing heat. It's really like, it's just in fitting with him. It's like, oh, am I hurting you? I'm so sorry. I'm going to go in the corner. Please, I'm so sorry. May I touch you? Oh, this is what it's just so. And then like it happened to Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Like Titanic. Oh my God, you're so sexy. And then it's like there's this thing like, he's kind of like, it looks like a kid, it looks like a boy. So the women that liked him then became 22, 23, and then they're like, I want a 35-year-old guy. And then like the studio's like, okay, we got to sell you. Can you grow facial hair? No? Okay, we're going to put some testosterone and force it in, and we're going to stencil it in. And that's going to be your new look, just look like a man, because like you look like a boy perpetually. Maybe gain some weight and just like, we want to make you into the next Jack Nicholson. It's working. I mean, it's like he's got Laura Flynn Boyles all over the place. But yeah, it's like, and then like, Timothy also has like the Edward Scissorhands thing going on, like. This is awkwardness. I think that Timothy, like this, like his acting coach is like, I'm having a whole time with this role. It's so overwhelming. I'm like, really? You have like 20 lines in the whole fucking movie. You just mumble. All right, just have you seen Edward Scissorhands? Is that a book? It's a movie. Johnny Depp. Oh, is that in Pirates of the Caribbean? No. How old are you? I'm 12. Really? I thought you were old. I know they lie. I'm 12. I'm scared. So it's just like this awkwardness. It dresses like that. So it's like I just don't buy it. Like you're not saving the universe, man. You're not saving the universe. I would have casted fucking Macaulay Culkin. You want like a boy man thing who has a little bit of an edge to him? That dude's been through some shit. He divorced his parents, stealing millions of dollars from him. That dude is gangster. He hit, Привет, меня зовут как дела, Ashton Kutcher's girl from Hanging Out Down the Street, the same old thing. That 70s show. I can't remember her name. I don't know why. She's not part of the circuit anymore. Now she's, damaged goods. She's already had kids. So there's no point in going there. But you know what I mean? Like that, he's got an thing going on. He's an artist and he's like, in New York and, doing coke and blow. He's fat. That's what you want, a bad boy. Fuck, I just spilled like a bunch of stuff all over myself. So yeah, 11 minutes away. Let me pause just to give them directions. Hold on. I'm back. I knew like she was not gonna find the place. I have like windy roads. I live in this like Austin like houses down the street. It's like last house on the left type shit. It's weird. I have bats. I got bats everywhere. So I'm just trying to find your house. You're not going to rape me when I drop off your Kung Pao. No, I'm not. Of course not. It's what a horrible thing to say. Speaking of rape, my friend sent me this funny picture of Jeff Goldblum. It's hilarious. Can you see that? It's like that's my spirit animal. I mean, this is Charlotte Denouveau. Catherine Denouveau, French actress, said during the height of Me Too that men should act like men. I'm not rapey, but just that picture thing is somewhat apropos of what I think she's talking about. Certainly nothing Timothy Chalamet, or however the fuck you say his name would do. No, I like. Hey Timmy, can you just like put some pressure on my throat while you rail you from behind your throat? I don't know. He's just not, this is not him. He's just ultimate twink. He's being pegged more than Kevin Trudeau. I mean, that's his deal. He's not a leading man. He's a guy to come out of the corner like, is Armie Hammer here? No? I was hoping he would be, and we could, continue our work. It's just, to be honest, like, it's just a bad cast. It's like very, like I said, it's trying to like, it's like the reason why cartoons in Hollywood have Will Smith in them. Why in the world would a cartoon pay $20 million to have Will Smith's voice as a fucking fish? It's the same reason why nicotine is put in lollipops, my wheat thins. It's so that my Triscuits, if you want to go there, I think Triscuits would be a good name for my fan base. I don't know. Any cracker derivation they're in. Newtons would be kind of funny, but also confusing because they're not really crackers. They're Newtons. It's designed to supplement. Oh, I like that voice. Oh, then I see him in an action movie. Oh, I just saw Gemini Man. Oh my gosh, I love it. Why do I really love it? Because I saw him as a fish in Finding Nemo 7. That's the type of thing. The circle of life. You just comes back to you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's sublimation, and then you're there. You're there, darlings, and you don't realize that you're a cog in the system. You've just become, it's this supplication of something that is, beyond you now. And now you are perpetuating the ideal by just buying the ticket. You have no idea why you're doing it, and it all has to do back to a pacifier that was drugged when you were a child. That's essentially what a nicotine lollipop is. I mean, it's awful, but there we are. I don't think that Timothy Chalamet is going to do that for many people. I don't think a 45-year-old woman from like now would be like, why am I going to see this movie like Clear and Present Danger 2 and Timothy Chalamet is now like the new Jack Ryan? I don't think he'll ever go there because I just don't see it in his face. I don't see him being the next Johnny Depp despite looking a lot like... He looks like a more boyish and effeminate Edward Scissorhands. Johnny Depp is a bit more like manliness, Yeah. So, I don't know. Whatever that face was. Very cruel and crude and have a very weird, interesting facial structure. But anyway, yeah, so there it is. Interesting. That's apropos. So yeah, I don't think Villanueva was like really happy with this. And I don't think he was necessarily, you got to cash in. One movie for the art, another one for the studio, and that's the balance, right? Yeah, I know. Jeff, my friend just said Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, it's definitely. He's the same. I can't. Never mind. No, I can say it. He's my friend who had trouble last week with the girl that wants to be dominated. He doesn't know how to do that without killing her. That's who just texted me. That's what you just heard. He's like, ha, that's funny. Of course, I would never do that because I would go too far and then she wouldn't wake up and be like, Ben, do you have a rug that we could use?